What's up, beautiful people? I'm Erin, and this is Erin On Demand, and today we are talking all about what makes a YouTube video good. I know the question sounds simple, but I feel like a lot of people can get stuck in wondering why your channel isn't growing, and you keep hearing people and YouTube experts saying you need to create good content, valuable content, high quality content, and you're stuck left feeling like, well, is my content good? My channel isn't growing the way I want it to. And quite honestly, sometimes it's just difficult to know if you're doing the right thing. So this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 big pillars in making sure your YouTube video is amazing so that your channel can actually grow. So let's get into it. The first step in creating a really solid YouTube video is getting people to click. There are 3 phases in the YouTube process of getting people to subscribe to your channel. So the first is discoverability, or what I call getting people to click. The next phase is getting people to watch. And the third phase is getting people to stay or subscribe. So I'm gonna go through all 3 of those right now and break down how to make sure each of those elements are good to ultimately grow your channel. So phase 1, getting people to click, that is going to focus on your thumbnail and your title. So let's talk about thumbnails first. Thumbnails are the most important part of this entire process. I am going to say it hands down, because without a solid thumbnail, it is going to be impossible to get people to watch it and impossible to get people to subscribe or to stay. So your thumbnail is really the first point of entry where they can see your face, they can see some type of emotion that you're giving off. They can start to relate to you. It's kind of like a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? You can have this incredible title, but if the thumbnail doesn't support it adequately, you have a very low chance of somebody actually clicking. So the thumbnail is going to be really important to make sure it is clear, y'all. No grainy pictures. And also do a phone test to make sure that if you do have text on your thumbnail, it is legible and easy to read with fonts that are not super cursive-y or super thin, to where if somebody watched it on mobile or was scrolling through their YouTube feed on mobile, they should still be able to read it even when the thumbnail is like this small on mobile. Another thing to make sure with your thumbnails is that they are emotional. You want them to drive some sort of emotion to your audience. So if you are talking about something really exciting, your face needs to look really exciting in the thumbnail. Or if it's a really sad topic, you will see people get very dramatic on their thumbnails. You'll see outlines around them because you're really trying to get the viewer or potential viewer to focus in on one main thing. So you want the thumbnail to tell a very clear story. The other thing is titles with getting people to click. Now, I feel like it's common advice to hear people say, load your titles with keywords. And I feel like that's almost dated advice at this point, because there are so many other ways. SEO has gotten so advanced now. Like, YouTube knows exactly what you're saying. They have, all kinds of technology to be able to know that you're actually talking about what you're talking about. So I actually almost feel like using the title to kind of state the obvious, it can almost be a little bit of a waste, because there are so many other videos that you're competing with that have very similar structured titles. So I believe sensationalized titles are actually a better approach now in 2022 YouTube world, because it is so much competition of people using the same keywords for videos, and you're really not standing out. So the second phase is getting people to watch your video. So now they've seen your thumbnail, they've seen your title, they decided to click, so you've gotten them through phase 1, which honestly, getting to click is the hardest part. Discoverability on YouTube is probably the biggest challenge. So now you've got them in, and it's important to get them to watch your piece of content. So this is the most important part of them getting to watch it, and that is the first minute of the video. If you are already creating on YouTube, I dare you to go into your analytics and look at each video and see what your video retention is. You can see that most videos, even some of your best performing videos, you lose so many viewers within that first minute. So what that tells us is that this is the most important the most important part of your video, because this is gonna dictate how long people actually watch. What you do not wanna do is clutter your intro with a long introduction about who you are and why people should subscribe to this channel and what the channel is about and all of these things. If somebody has clicked on your video based on them wanting to learn more about about the title or the thumbnail, or wanting to learn, about your France trip and all the details, they don't care about, what the channel is about and all these things. They will learn to care about it after they continue to invest more time in watching your content. So I encourage you to not have long intros. Do not have long intro videos either. Don't even get me started on those, where it's a song and all the family pictures and you looking cute in Paris and cooking and all of these photos and got the cute song and all the animations. You do not need all of that. Your introduction, we will go into all of the things that you should have in the beginning, middle, and end of each video later down on in the video, to give you a clear understanding on what you should be doing. Okay, the second part of getting people to watch is having a storyline. This is where most people get lost in content creation, is that you have an idea, but then the execution falls short because you either are going off on lots of tangents, or the storyline isn't clear, or the intention isn't set for the video. And so you are creating this piece of content and just putting it out there, and you're like, hopefully someone likes it. But your audience also feels that sense of confusion that even you have with your content. So the goal is to have a simple and easy to follow storyline. And when it comes to creating valuable content or good quality content, whatever you want to call it, it can be one or all of these things. It should either entertain, educate, inspire, or all three. And when you have a piece of content that can fulfill any of these intentions, then more than likely it is going to be successful on YouTube or wherever you put it. Now that you've set the intention for the video, it's time to think about your storyline. And y'all, I know that I'm really breaking this down, but it doesn't have to be as complicated as you may think. So, beginning, middle, end. Very simple storyline that we've all learned in elementary school. But your beginning, you want to set an intention in the beginning. What is the main goal of this piece of content for this video? I wanted to share what makes a good YouTube video. That's the main intention. And you're probably watching because you want to learn how to make good YouTube videos. But the same thing can be for a vlog. 10 outfits I packed in a carry-on for an abroad trip. Like how to pack 2 weeks worth of stuff in one carry-on suitcase. Like making the goal extremely clear, and also using that in your titles. Instead of just saying pack with me, getting even more specific on that goal or intention is gonna help expand your reach with YouTube. The middle is all about developing or acting on that intention. How does it come to life? How do you play it out? What are your main talking points? How is someone gonna get from being confused about what makes a piece of content good to, at the end of this video, feeling confident about what they're creating? So the same thing goes for, like we just said with the packing video. How does somebody now know how to implement a system to pack 14 days worth of clothes in a carry-on? So the middle is helping people understand how to take those steps into the direction of getting a result. And that is where the end is what is the result. The end can also include some action items or some key takeaways that you want your audience to go forward and do. And then the last leg of getting people to watch is the quality of the actual video. What you don't want is for somebody to trust you enough to click on your video based on the thumbnail, based on the title, and then they turn it on and the video quality is bad, the lighting sucks, the audio is muffled, or it sounds far away. That is the easiest way to get people to click off of your video, and now you've lost the trust of that person, and the likelihood of them continuing to watch any of your other content is low. With your video quality, it is very important, although it's not the thing that you necessarily need to spend the most time on. I find that when people are especially new to YouTube, they're spending so much time researching the best camera, so much time researching all the best gear, and you really want to focus on all this other stuff that we've been talking about that actually makes the content good. To make your actual video quality good is 3 things: the video, the audio, the lighting. If you can master these 3, or at least find some way that works for you, you're good. So if you have a smartphone, you can sit right in front of a window with some natural light. I would highly recommend just getting like a little lavalier mic like this. And I will leave all of that information down below. I also have a whole video on iPhone gear, camera gear, all the things. I will leave that video right here, and you can check out all of the gear recommendations that I have and how to set all that stuff up. But there are ways to do it without spending so much time and so much money on gear. And then the last leg of creating a great quality YouTube video is getting people to stay. And this is the part where we're all wanting the subscribers, we're wanting the watch time hours, we're wanting all of the success on YouTube, but really getting people to stay is just the first 2, getting people to click and getting people to watch. If the quality is good, they are going to stay. That is why I really discourage so many people who want to create on YouTube from begging people to like, comment, and subscribe right at the beginning of the video. Because if they like it, they will subscribe. They will subscribe and they will stay, and you don't even have to tell them to because they want to. And those are the type of followers and subscribers and community that you want to build. So getting people to stay is honestly a repetition of getting them to click and to watch, click and watch. And the more bingeable your content is, and the more you can play up the next video, tease the next video, share about a past video in your current video, that is how you really build community and really build loyal followers who trust you. And when they trust you, it's a wrap, y'all. You know, you're building something really special. So I want you to take your time. Make sure each of your video checks each box. It is so easy, especially once you've been creating YouTube videos for a while, to kind of just default and like you spend so much time on the actual video and recording that you shortchange the thumbnail and you kind of throw all these other pieces in without taking your time. So make sure for each phase, click, watch, and stay, that you are checking all of the boxes off. I teach about all of this stuff in a lot of depth in my eBrand Creator College. I am so excited for you to be a part of it. It is for content creators who are looking to just learn more skills, more techniques, more strategies to implement into your content, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and apply that to earn more money and to build more community. So I'm really happy. I have so much content that is just like this, but in a lot more depth. So I will leave all the information about the eBrand Creator College in the description box, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.